Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special Saturday afternoon session where I'm coming back on to finish up the free readings that I did not get to in the previous session. I did get through quite a few of them, but I got probably about 20 that I did not get to, and I'm coming back on to complete those. So you'll notice there's no chat in this one because I'm not taking any new requests for this session, but I will be back in about just a little over 3 hours for I think 3 hours. It's almost three. Yeah, because I go back on 6 p.m. tonight Mountain Time is when I'll be back, and then tomorrow morning too at 11 a.m. Mountain Time for additional free readings. So you can check me out then. After I'm done, I will post a little comment listing the order which these readings were completed, so you can find your reading much more quickly. All right, so we'll jump in. Minaheel, we had left off with you. So you want to know who is the one? Well, that is Neo, right, from the Matrix. They are the one. I'm just kidding. It's like you're talking about the romantic one, the one that you're going to be with the rest of your life in this lifetime, right? Well, so you have the star card here, which is the dream come true. So this is this individual with this dream, looking at someone who is in alignment with your heart. What I like about this is that it's someone that doesn't meet your current expectations. You're like, what? But that's what your spirit guides are saying. They're like, based on what you think in your head of who this is supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be. We're all taught this, right? We have this very thin that it has to be this person in this way, blah blah blah, and then all these other possibilities are off the table, right? It's like, no, they have to be in here. Well, the thing is, this person's on back order for 1,000 years. So in order for you to have this, one to come into your life, um, they're going to not meet the expectations that you have right now. You're going to change these over time because you're raising your love vibration. You're thinking about, why do I think that it has to be this way? A supposed to, a should, a need to, a have to, a must. All those expectations that were taught growing up are rooted in fear that it has to be this, so that means that they're not acceptable. It means I'm not acceptable. Oh God, no. But the more we open up and we clear these away, the more, and they're here. And so right here, they're outside of your expectations. But as you open and release these rules, then there they are. And that's what takes time to get there. So they want you to know it's someone that you do not know. It's someone outside of your expectations. And but this is Aquarius energy, which could mean that they're an air sign or that they're an Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, but they are very different because the Uranus planet and Aquarius are very known for being weird and odd. I'm an Aquarius sun, just saying. Weird and odd and different, and we consider that a compliment, by the way. You're not normal, thank you. But they do things differently. They have new ways of looking at things. The old ways don't suit them. They like the new ways that are being created for the age of Aquarius, right? So this is the kind of energy that's coming in for you right now, Minihil. They're not going to be normal, and they don't meet your expectations right now. Isn't that a joy? But but they are perfect for you, for where you're going to be at. So it's a journey, and that's what they have for you. All right. So many blessings, Minihil. And then Ashvin Ray, you are up. So hey, does Regina really love you, or just a trap of some kind? Uh-oh. It's always a trap. That human love is a trap. Don't fall for it, anyone. Let's take a look here. But it is true. The love we're looking for is in here, inward and upward. The unconditional, eternal love of the spirit world, creator, universe, whatever your higher beliefs are. That's what our heart and soul are hungry for. All humans can offer is conditional love. They end up pointing us back to it. That's the trap. That's the human love trap. But the beautiful thing is once we turn inward and upward and we fill up with that unconditional love, then we don't stop looking for love in the outside world. That's just above and beyond extra. So that's what the beauty of that's the human love trap altogether. But I know what you're wanting to know. That's the higher knowledge. That's the higher truth behind the scenes, below the surface, what's really going on with love. But your human wants to know about this other human. But just keep in mind that that's how it all really works. And go in with your eyes wide open, right? So we'll take a look here. Does Regina have that conditional human love for you, or are they just playing mind games or tricks, right? So let's take a look here. No, we got movement of cups. That's Knight of Cups. That's offering and offering of, it's like a knight coming in, offering the love, and the Ace of Pentacles, which is, definitely this opportunity to express love. So I don't feel like it's a trap. I feel like they do want to express the love that they know to give, but it may not be the love you're looking for, right? Because that's love we're looking for. So they're only able to give you the love that they have for themselves, and that's not the unconditional love. So if they love themselves this much, this is all they're going to be able to offer to you, though. So just keep that in mind with that. But I don't see any shenanigans here. I feel like their intentions, and they feel like that they are wanting to give love, no mind games. So, right. So that's what they have for you, Ashvin. So many blessings to you. And then Alice, you are up. What was Harris doing over this weekend, Friday and Saturday? Uh-oh. Let's see. What does Spirit want you to know here? We're not being stalkers, are we? I don't want to be a stalker. I have to warn you guys if I didn't. I'm in a bit of a giddy mood. I don't know what's going on today. What's going on with the planets? I don't know. I just feel silly. So Friday, okay. And Saturday. Friday, we have the Innocence of Wands, the Page of Wands. So they were acting on some passion here on Friday. It just feels like they were very go, 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 and just running around doing all sorts of fiery type of things that are in there. And then today, I kind of feel like they're just hanging around with the Hanged Man and the Moon card, doing some reflection, doing some, diving into their own emotions. And there's some hidden and unseen things with this Moon card here too. So I just feel like they're kind of just chilling today on Saturday, but there's, I don't know why I feel like they're hiding out. They're just kind of like staying in their cave away from everything after expressing all of this passion and energy yesterday. So I don't know, is that a person? I don't know if that is a person that they were passionate with, because we have the Sky Father, which is the Emperor. In the Emperor's Aries energy, that's fire energy. It's about making plans. I'm deciding what I want, taking a step toward it, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not getting big indicators that it was like passionate with a person. I'm trying to dig, but it's like, it's the hidden and the unknown of the moon energy that's just saying, none of my business. But whatever this was, they were very, very fiery, a lot of passion flowing on Friday, and now they feel like they're in hiding today. So take that as you will with all of that, but that's what's coming in. All right. So there you go, Alice. Hang in there, my dear. Many blessings to you. And then Vidi Jalan, hello, hello. What can you expect for the rest of July? All right. Can you believe we're almost halfway through July already? I tell you, swoosh, 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 swoosh. So let's see here. Of course, you might have already checked out your July monthly. If not, be sure to check that out too to get some more details here. Hmm. Okay. So we do have here, we've got the high priestess, which is a lot of time away in her high priestess temple, connecting with spirit, reflecting behind the veil, diving deep into the emotions. And the Three of Swords is about facing some feared disappointments. Sorry, I feel like I have something on my tongue. I don't know. I don't know. What does that mean spiritually? Do you have something on your tongue? It's like you want to say something, but you're not. Is that what it is? Holding your tongue, holding your tongue and reflect. Oh, I get it now. That's what the tongue was like. You want to grab the tongue. There's something on the tongue, on the tip of your that you want to say, but don't say it yet. Step back, reflect, look at what's going on inside here. So if anything comes up, I just feel like there's this looking at your disappointments, looking at your expectations and the fear of things not unfolding, and just really sit with that and allow spirit to show you. Ask them, why, what is at the fear at the root of this? Why am I fearing this? Um, you know, what can I learn through all these things? Because if we're in fear and we speak, we're going to have to eat crow later, which means we probably need to apologize. Because when we're in fear, we're out of our minds, we're out of not speaking loving and compassion. We're going to say and do stupid things. So actually, I think there was a, I don't know, I feel like they have like, yeah, it was a hair. It was a hair that fell from my beautiful head of hair. But it is that message though. It did its purpose. It lived its purpose. The little piece of hair lived its purpose. The situation lives its purpose too. Your guides are so funny. I don't know what's going on with energy today. They're just acting weird. But that's what it is. It's you know, understanding that the situations of the outside world served its purpose to trigger that. That's not their fault. They were the messenger. So don't shoot the messenger. They had agreed, yeah, at this time in your life, I will trigger these things for you so that you can see those and question them and transform them so they don't trigger you anymore. So I feel like these next 2 weeks are just kind of like people doing things that are just getting on your last nerve trigger, and you're like, all right, let me look at this trigger, otherwise it's going to keep triggering the rest of the month. And you're like, all right, what is my fear around this? What do I feel it fear it means about me or the world or whatever? And then we transform it. And then someone else, beep, trigger. All right, let me look at that one. But there's like this great progress and this release that comes from it. So I like it, Vidi. Yay for you. All right, so many blessings. And be sure to check out your July monthly if you haven't already. I feel like there's more for you there. All right. And then Kritika Malhotra, you are up. So how will August be like? Masters are going to start. Uh-oh. August monthlies will be out tomorrow, so be on the lookout for those. And let's take a look here and see. What does Spirit want you to know about August? Anything about the Masters? Thinking. All right. You got victory and joy. So it looks like it's really good month here. So, you know, the Six of Wands is joy, victory, smooth moving energy. The Three of Cups is joy, celebration. There could be a little bit of like tribal kind of energy, which makes sense when you're going for your masters. You really, this is where you can meet some important people in your life because you guys are getting to the point where you're looking for expertise in your field, and you'll find that there's people within the classes that you're taking that have some of the same goals, and you really click with them. And I feel like the Three of Cups is like tribe, so I feel like you really get into this feeling of togetherness, and you meet some people who are like along the same path, along the same mentalities, and so you really have these like maybe three, like you and two others. Three of Cups, I usually feel like threes could be Could be more, but I feel like two of them really stand out. Like they'll be lifelong friends going forward for you here. But it's all joy and celebration. So very positive things for you, Kritika. I like it. So many blessings to you. And then great courts, you are up. What part of life does spirit want you to focus on? All right, let's see. What's for your highest experience? They don't have any, like they're like along for the ride. They're just like, I don't care wherever you go. They don't have any supposed tos or shoulds or need tos or have tos or like that. But you're like, so what is for my highest experience? We can ask them, hey, so the whole scheme of things. What can I work on in transforming within me that will make this life even more expressive and expansive and for my highest experience? Oh, okay. Well, blah, blah, blah. This is what they're going to tell you. Oh, I don't know what's going on with me today. Right? Just have this giddiness out of nowhere. I don't know what's happening here. All right. So you have the 10 of Swords and the Star card. Star card is like our dream come true, our hopes and our dreams, wishing upon a star kind of energy. And the 10 of Swords is about ending, letting go of the old expectations, getting out of your head and getting into your heart around what your dream may be. So we have a lot of, thinking, a lot of expectations. When we're given a lot of stuff growing up, we're influenced by a lot of things in our life about what is a dream supposed to be? What is a dream come true supposed to be? We have this long list, right? All this stuff, contradictory information and all that. And we begin whittling it away and we discover, like I lived a lot of my life thinking I was going to be an accountant because my dad planted it in my brain when I was younger that and I would be great at being an accountant because I was good with numbers and stuff when I was a young child, and he wanted an accountant for his business that he was going to have when he got older. So later you realize, oh, this was for you, wasn't it, Dad? But I grew up. But I did. I felt that. Like for my birthday, I wanted a calculator with a little paper. We do that. I love that sound. So it was probably in my genes that I could have been. But once I took some courses in accounting later, I'm like, no, this isn't for me, for where I want to be and what I want to do. But you let go of these thoughts and beliefs about why do I want this? I don't want this. And you're letting it go. And if we get out of our head and drop into our high heart, we can discover more of like, how do I uniquely want to share this eternal, unconditional love energy in my heart with the world in my own unique way? And this is what they're saying. This is what you can look at is beyond the scavenger hunt of finding out what is your dream come true, not what your mind says it should be, but what truly is in your heart. Discover your dharma, your life purpose. There's a great book, Discover Your Dharma by Sahara Rose. She has a great website, I am sahararose.com. It's all one word altogether anyway. And there's some tabs on there like purpose and Ayurveda, and they have different quizzes you can take that can help you if you're unsure, but it can be a nice place to start. And the book is great if it resonates with you, but the website is free for those things if you want to check that out. But that's what's coming in for you there, great courts. So many blessings to you. All right, just move some of this stuff around here. All right. And then Benjamin Wright, hello, hello. So you are up. So you say, do you want to know about your girl Cindy? You're a Gemini, she's an Aries. Do you want to know? I think it's probably I feel like you're asking, what do you need to know about you and your girlfriend Cindy? So let's take a look here. Or maybe you are asking, do I want to know? Let's take a look. Let's see what Spirit has here for you. Okay. So you got two sets of cards here. Oh, all right. Yeah, you've got here, you got the Three of Cups and the Naked Heart. The Naked Heart is a card unique to this. This is about joy, a joyful heart that's coming in here. And you got the Six of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. The Six of Cups is one of my past life cards. And here's the time, going back in time and the future. It's like you've got future relationships and past life relationships together too. So you've had a lot of interactions with each other through the past, many lifetimes, and you have many lifetimes together in the future too. Not all of them romantic, but this one with the Naked Heart is showing you here that you've got um, this choice to make, for yourself here, because there is this undertow of another interest that's coming in here, and but I don't feel like it's them um, necessarily that's interested in someone else. I feel like this is either someone that you need to get over. I don't know if you were with someone before, or if someone comes across your path that's really drawing, and it's like it's important that you make a decision and not just have it existing there bouncing around. And it could be like, well, I always will have place in my heart for them even though I'm not with them anymore. It's almost like you have to kind of do a release kind of ceremony to let that go. It's part of what you came here to do. I'm going to read the Naked Heart here. Um, what this says here for you, because it says, I radiate at a pure vibrational level, calling in all that I need at this time to stay in alignment with my path. The universe is highlighting my gifts and asking me to trust myself and my intuition. As I listen to what my heart needs, my natural essence comes forth to be nurtured, and I innately connect with my calling and my purpose. Comparing myself to others does not serve me and will only knock me out of my flow. I was given the exact proportion of amazing, otherwise, I would not exist. My path may not always feel easy, but it will feel right. And when I shine bright, I am the spark to someone else's light, and I inspire others. And the message that's this little Luna moth at the top here, they whisper to you, you're brave and you're beautiful. Fly out of your darkness and into your light. And if you feel disconnected from your heart, you can ask yourself, is your ego leading your path instead of your heart? So some clarity with that. Hopefully that helps with what you're looking at here. But I just feel like there is this choice that needs to be made. I felt it when I first read your question, and then the Three of Cups coming out is that third party type of influence. And it's like, I need to let go of that. Whoever this third party that gets involved in your life, whether it's a past relationship, romantic, could even be a person that was important in your life. Like it could be mom or dad or someone, but that you had to like release and not let it influence your relationship anymore. So, however that resonates for you, that's what they have for you, Benjamin. So many blessings to you. Thanks for being here. Hope to see you some more. All right. So let me move some more of these over here. So, Soul Searching Vibe, you are up next. And you like some divine guidance. All right. Let's take a look here and see what guidance the divine would like to bring you right now. All right. So, Soul Searching Vibe. Okay. All right. Yeah, you have some inner struggle going on with this Five of Swords between your head and your heart. And it is time. The death card is it's time for an ending in order to have this beginning. It's important. It's time to make a decision. And you're going back and forth between your head and your heart um, around a decision. And I feel like you need to know, excuse me, that it's okay to speak. my throat chakra acting up. But there's this, it's okay to make a decision. There's no wrong decision. Just make a decision. It's time. It's no more. You're not going to have every single detail in the entire world. You have enough to make a decision now. And if you choose to change your mind later, you can always make a different decision later. It's no decisions ever for forever, right? Life is constantly changing. And unless it's like breaking up with someone, and then chances are they may not take you back, if you break up with them. But if whatever's meant for you will not pass you by. So if you feel like we need to break up, I need to go do my life and you need to go do yours. And then later, if you're like, okay, you know what, I want to be back together, you reach out. And if they're like, yeah, I do too, we've both changed, let's get together, then you do. And you know that it was meant. But if you're like, you are changed and you're like, well, I think I want to get back together. And they're like, hell no, I don't want to get back together. And then you're like, okay, then someone more in alignment with you is down the road. So there's never any wrong decision, any wrong choice or answer. They just bring us different experiences. But what is truly meant for us in this lifetime never passes us by. So I feel like it's important for you. It's time to decide, make a decision, whether it's work or relationship, whatever it is. It's time to decide and do it. Just do it. All right. So that's what's coming in. Soul searching vibe. Hopefully that helps. All right. Many blessings. And then angel blessings, you're up. So what are the coming blessings for you? What does Spirit want you to know about what blessing is coming your way? All right. I like this. You do have a dream come true kind of emotional energy that is coming your way. The Eight of Swords is what's standing in the way between it. And the Eight of Swords represents like your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets that make you feel blinded and bound and trapped. And when our vibration is at that lower vibration, then it's not matching this blessing to come in. So this specific blessing that they have, it feels like a very big emotional one. And you'll know what it is because you'll know that these fears you have around not being worthy of it, not deserving it, even fearing, what will I do if I do get my wish? Oh, I don't know. But there's this, the Eight of Swords is great because it's a release. It's a flow. Think of four swords on each side. There's this clear flow in the middle of thinking, of belief, of release that comes in. And so it does show here that you are able to release these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets fairly easily to help you move towards whatever this dream come true type of energy is. So hopefully that helps. That's a big blessing that's coming your way, though. Both the release of those restrictions, because they also allow other things to come in the future. But the big one is this big, huge emotional dream come true feeling. So I feel like you will know what that is right away. So that's what's coming in for you, angel blessing. So that is it for you right now. So many blessings to you. Right. And then Lynx Lee, you are up next. And you want some future self guidance. All right, let's take a look here. So future self guidance. What does your future self want you to know right now? All right. Okay. Yeah, so you have the Lovers card and the Ten of Cups. I mean, the joy and of partnership. This is in your future. If you're not in a relationship now, they're saying you do fall in love. You do have this important relationship that brings you such joy and fulfillment here. They're saying the guidance they're giving you here at the Four of Swords is that, these three swords on the wall back here, those are expectations. Those are the small teachers of fear in relationship to relationships, to love and partnership and marriage. and all those things. And the Four of Swords tells you, this Ace of Swords that they're sleeping on brings you peace of mind. It allows things to flow to that Lovers, to that Ten of Cups. If you're able to see things, see life from this higher perspective, where you can cut away a lot of these expectations about what love should be and who they should be and who you are supposed to be and how you're supposed to meet and how it's supposed to unfold and where it's supposed to go, blah, 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 blah. That's all the stuff that suffocates a relationship. All those expectations are lower vibrational, which delays and pushes love further away. And so the message from your future self is like, if you can release more and more and more of these expectations and be more open-minded, be more open-hearted around love and relationship without all the requirements that we're taught to put around it, then love will come in a lot faster than the other way, because otherwise it anchors, it draws, it slows it down. So it's very important to question your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets about your self-worth, self-love, and what relationships are supposed to be. What do you fear about relationships? What is the list of what is if an alien from another planet came down and says, what do you expect from relationships? And you write it all down and then question those, because I feel like that is where you can use release from. And each of those are a barrier, is a rope holding you down, and you can cut those. And the more you cut them, the faster you're able to move. So hopefully that makes sense, Lixley, but that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Infinity, you are up next. Hello, hello. So does Norwayne, who's in spirit, have any advice on your situation? All right. I have an Ask Your Guides oracle here that I'm being drawn to. So let me just grab that. Let's see what message they have here for you. So what guidance do you have in this situation here? Well, I guess that's it. Take a risk. Leap. You have the joy guides coming in here. Make a leap. Look at the angels guiding you there. And it's card number 43. So 43 or 7 has any significance to you. Curiosity, delight, bliss, charisma. It says life feels good right now and you're barely scratching the surface of what's possible. Follow your joy guides as they lead you into this new, sensual, and highly appealing territory. Flaunt your sexy self. Flirt, laugh, explore. Take your free spirit for a walk on the wild side. Don't be afraid of daring exploits. You need to push the limits past the familiar, the predictable, and the safe, free from fear's grip. This will give you the psychic juice to create. Your joy guides message: let your hair down and live a little. So that is their uh, advice to you, is to not hold back, to not fear, now's the time to go for it, to risk. What do you truly have to lose? What do you truly have to fear? It's like, in the end, when we really look at all our fears, there's little we really have to fear. We worry about so much that doesn't come to fruition, or when things do come to fruition, they're easily solved and we can get past anything. I mean, look at your track record, how old you are. You've been through a lot of things. You're 100% an overcomer of everything that you've experienced in your life, or you wouldn't be here right now. So you got a great track record. They're like, what are you worried for? Take a risk. Go for it. Let your hair down. Live a little. So that's what they have for you, Infinity. Hopefully that helps. Doesn't necessarily need to mean romantic, but whatever your situation is, it's about, there really is no risk. There's no wrong choice. There's just different experiences. And if you're worried about what everyone else will think, well, they're worried about what everyone else will think too about their life. Most people don't really care. They're only concerned about their own self. and how they compare to others. So, um, you know, we can take away that power of what is everyone going to think of me? We have no control over that. Everyone's going to think of you a different way anyway. So you have no control of it. Let of it all go and let your hair down. So that's your message, Infinity. So many blessings. And a disclaimer, I'm not encouraging you to do anything illegal. That's your own choice if you do that. All right. So many blessings. Let me just bring over the last of the readings here. All right. So, Dorella Caparella. So, with Tony, will Tony be calling you in August? All right. Let's take a look here. So, with Tony L, will they be calling you in August? Based on current energies. All right. Still undecided. The Two of Swords is like being at a crossroads, like they're standing right in the middle there. And so there is possibilities that they will, but it's like undecided right now. Anything that we need to know about this? Let me just see if there's another card here for you. Yeah, choose joy. I feel like that there's this. The only thing that you can do is have your energy be of gratitude and be of joy and laughter and unconditional love. That just draws to you things that match that energy, right? And if theirs doesn't, then no, they won't. I feel like the Three of Cups is like a third party too, which I feel like there's, that's this choice, right? So I feel like they're like going back and forth between two individuals. But what I like is that I don't feel like they're active with two people. I feel like they're just contemplating and deciding who is right for them, right? And if you put out this joy, if you kind of cast a spell upon yourself to draw to you the love that is right for you and the people that are right for you, then you'll draw them in. And if they happen to be one, then you'll draw them in. If not, then they will be repelled, and then it's for you, because then they're not going to take up the space for these individuals that are for your highest alignment. So I like that energy for you there. So hopefully that helps a little bit with whatever's happening there. So, all right, Jarella. So that's for you. Many blessings to you. And then Madam Bird, you were up. Never gets old to me. So for the remainder of July, do you see anything happening with a B? Let's take a look here. Anything happening with B for the rest of July? It doesn't seem to be here based on current energies, because we've got the High Priestess, which she steps back into her High Priestess temple alone, connects with spirit, looks behind the veil, dives deep. And I feel like that there's this opportunity here that both of you are kind of dealing with some inner conflict between your head and your hearts. And so during this time, it's like it's designed not currently that you guys would have interactions, but it depends on really how much you go in. I'm like, if you go in and you really do a lot of that inner workings out of that conflict between your head and your heart, who's to say that the possibilities don't change? Right now, based on current energies, they're like, no, it's time to some alone time to work through your struggle in this conflict. And like, all right, what if I do it early? They're like, we'll see. They're not going, yes, absolutely it will. If it does, they're like, we'll see. Which is kind of telling in itself, because when I get energy like that, it usually means that when we go in to do our reflection, on the other side of the reflection, we've changed. Sometimes our desires change. And that's why they're like, well, we'll see. Because if that other person, if B doesn't change and do things, then it'd be like a butterfly and a caterpillar. I mean, both of you are caterpillars. One of you goes through that, goes into the temple, and transforms into a butterfly, the other doesn't, then you don't desire that anymore. But if they also do, then you're butterflies. You guys will want different things and go a different direction in amazing ways as two butterflies. But so that's why they're like, nah, they're maybe. It depends on what they do too. The extent you do it and the extent that they do it. You might be like, Madam Bird doesn't like you anymore. Madam Bird's gonna fly over and drop a big bird dookie on your shoulder to release you from this. So Madam Bird gets to have a little bit of temple time, and then we'll see what happens on the other side of that. I don't know. I tell you, they're being goofy today. I don't know what's happening. All right. So many blessings to you, Madam Bird. So, Magana, you are up next. So, hey, what will be your relationship status this year? Will you still be single or find someone? Couldn't find last week's reading, hence asking again. Okay. Well, if I remember, I'll try to find your past reading too. I usually can find them pretty fast since I know the whole process. So let's take a look here. And what I might do is I will I'll look before I post the comments, and if I find it, I'll put the link next to your name in the comments of this video. I list the order in which the readings are completed. I'll put the link after your name. I'll put it here. Here's your other reading link. I'll put it there. Okay, sounds good. All right, so let's take a look here, and hopefully they'll match up, but we'll see. All right. Well, we do have possibilities of being in a relationship this year, but it does require here, you got both the King of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Both of these are all about thoughts, beliefs, mindsets, attitudes, expectations. And this does tell me here with these that it is important here for you know, you to question. They both have the Ace of Swords. Like the Knight is in search of the Ace of Swords, and the King wields it. And it's about the search and obtaining of seeing things from a higher perspective, from a place of unconditional love. When we look at relationships and love from this place of our small t truths, of all these expectations that we've been taught growing up around relationships, about what they're supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be and must be and blah 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 and blah 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 blah. It's a long list, right? A lot of pressure. It sucks the life out of a relationship because we have so many expectations that we're spending all of our time checking off to see, are they being who they're supposed to be or not? We're focusing on kind of who they're not instead of gratitude and who someone is. That's the higher truth. Looking at individuals with gratitude without any expectations at all is the ultimate, because then whatever they do is above and beyond extra. But if they're doing this and we have these many expectations, they're lacking, right? Or, if they're doing this much and we have this much expectations, they're just this much, right? But if you have zero, look how amazing they are, or as close as we can get. So I feel like what they're saying here is you have great possibilities coming in here where you're able to, release a lot of these things, and it allows it to come in. But if you don't, then there's so many expectations that a relationship, it requires spirit is slowly moving you this way to where eventually you'll meet them, right? But not this year. But if you remove expectations, you're like, oh, there they are. You find them faster and earlier if you release those. So I feel like it's up to you to really sit down and look at all the rules you have around what love should be and what relationship should be. And as that releases, then there's this freedom that comes, and it draws you together faster than if you're just kind of going as you are now. So Hopefully that makes sense. But I'll look for your other one too, and we'll see if there's additional information there. And be sure to check the solstice 3-month reading for your sign as well with single and looking. See what else they bring you there too. All right. All right. So many blessings to you, Magana. And then Melissa Hodzik, you're up. Hello, dear. So you wonder, does your loved one hope for you still in his heart? All right, let's take a look here. So does your loved one hope for you still in his heart? All right. You know, we've got all this pentacles. Oh my gosh, they got movement of pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles. You have the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is this feeling of lack, of being left behind, abandoned. And the Six of Pentacles is this working out of their self-worth in relationship to their inner child. So, you know, they can only give the amount of love to others that they have for themselves in their heart, right? And I talk about the Six of Pentacles quite a bit on the channel because it's such an important impact as far as manifestation and bringing in things earlier than later into our lives. And but depending on what he went through when he was younger, we get this way out of balance giving and receiving rate of exchange where usually we're kind of, I have to give 1,000 love coins before I deserve one, and that's bubbling below the surface. And so they've got these challenges with self-worth, these challenges of deserving love. And so they have this low self-love, and this is like, all I can offer you is this, right? It's like, here you go. And you're like, thank you. It's like you help someone, they tip you a nickel. You're like, no, you keep that. I think you need that more than I do. It's like the old movies where the old man thinks a nickel was big back when he was younger. So he thinks giving the doorman a nickel is like, whoa. And they're like, no, you keep that. I think you need that more than I do. That's the kind of what they're showing me in my head. But I feel like that's just what you need to know, is that they are giving you the love that they're capable of giving, but it's not a whole lot, right? Because they don't have a whole lot of self-love that's going on for them. So I don't know. So that's what they have for you there. I don't know if there's much more that they want to show that, because I think that's just the important thing, is everyone is doing the best that they can in the moment with what they know, how they feel about themselves and the energy that's around them. And it's like, all right, well, if that's all you can give me right now, is that enough for me? We wonder, well, will they do anything about that? Are they going to do the inner reflection and transform that? I don't know. The question we get to ask ourselves is, if they don't, am I okay with that, living with that? Because they can't give you your self-love. You have to find that within yourself too. How much love are you giving yourself? Is it that much, this much, this much, this much, this much, right? So you can look at the self-love and ask yourself, do you still have hope for you in your heart for your self-love? Good question. All right. So that's what they have for you, Melissa. Hopefully that helps. Many blessings. All right. And then HTTPS, you want to do for your free reading, any other messages from your spirit team? Let's take a look here and see. Really feel drawn to the Ask Your Guides Oracle here. I love the creativity guidance. Here you go. You've got invention with your creativity. And let's just see here. It's creative expression coming in. And you've got card number 26. So this is about adaptation, adjustment, transformation, and challenge. All this with invention and creativity. So sometimes life gives you lemons, but do not worry. Your creativity guides are on hand, helping you transform your lemons into lemonade. No matter who you are or what circumstances you've inherited, life is always a blend of both the higher vibration and lower vibration. Your creativity guides urge you to be grateful for the pluses of your life and to be creative with the negatives. They'll help you use your inventiveness to transform any adverse situation into one for the better. So rather than dwell on your lousy childhood, true though it may have been, appreciate the courage it developed in you and use it to change the unsupportive past into a self reliant present. Rather than endure an unfulfilling job, be resourceful and start the business you've dreamed of for years. This is not to deny the pain in your life, but to use it as an incentive to move to higher ground. Allow your creativity guides to serve you. They're not afraid of the lemons you encounter in life. Gather their juice as fuel to invent much better circumstances and ask for inspiration and ideas. They have plenty to share. Their message: when you get lemons, make lemonade. So I like it. Beautiful message there for you. And that's what they have for you, HTTPS. So many blessings to you. Right. And then the last reading, but not the least, is to Ann Jenkins. So I did get your comment on the video there, so we'll throw that into here. You wanted to know, will Michael really try to make you lose your job because you ignore him for being extremely mean? All right, let's take a look here. That's how mean that you ignore him for being extremely mean. That's a joke, you know. Everyone's a mirror. So when we're looking at someone else, it's like, where is that existing in me? Whenever I point at other people, I'm like, wow, that person's being. I'm like, oh, there's three fingers pointing back at me. How am I being that? It helps me realize that. I don't know if I've mentioned Byron Katie, wonderful. She has a website, thework.com, THEWORK.com. A Judge Your Neighbor worksheet. I learned so much through her reflective approach about, what I think I see in someone else. It's more likely that I'm recognizing something within me being reflected in someone else. Allows me to look at life differently. Definitely less judgmental of other people. And so when someone's being extremely, like if someone's being extremely mean, I'm like, how am I being extremely mean to myself? How are my thoughts about myself extremely mean? How are my thoughts about them extremely mean? And where can I find truth in that and transformation, right? So there's some great things that we can find through that. And then let's take a look here and to see here. Based on current energy, is he really going to try to make you lose your job? So only if it's not for you, right? Let's see here. We got the Devil card, which is the job card. The Saturn Capricorn energy, which represents the 10th house, which is our job, our house of work. And the Six of Cups is past life connection. And so it's like you guys have had past life together. Maybe you've always been each other's nemesis in each other's life. But there's this energy that comes in with this that, I don't necessarily feel like they will. I feel like this Capricorn Saturn energy brings up and shakes our cage to have us question, to be able to look at things. And I feel like you guys have had this path, through lifetimes where you guys do challenge each other, and you're these mirrors for each other in a variety of ways. Sometimes you're lovers, sometimes you're parent children, sometimes you're frenemies, sometimes you're workmates or whatever, but you guys definitely are there for each other to make each other see things. So I don't feel like they're going to truly be successful at this, but if I like this mirroring and this past life stuff because when we think about a past life, it's like if they're doing that to me in this lifetime, chances are I either did it to them in a past lifetime or I will in another lifetime. Because we as explorers want to see the different perspectives and different sides of things. So if I'm on this brunt of this end, then I'll be on the other side of that kind of situation in a past lifetime or a future lifetime. And so it's like, okay, we somehow makes it me more okay with things because I'm like, all right, I wanted this to happen for me. Why? Why did I want this to happen for me? It moves us from a place of victimhood, like, why is this happening to me? To, okay, why did I choose before I came down here that I wanted this experience? What is it showing me about me? What fears is it bringing up? What ability do I have to transform? But I don't feel like they're going to succeed at having termination happen. But the biggest thing is that if you don't look at the depth and what's behind the scenes and below the surface with this, it's just going to repeat through other people and other situations because the lesson is repeated until it is learned for us, and they'll keep showing us what we want to see about ourselves until we see it. So hopefully that helps there, Anne, and that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right, everybody, that's it for this session. So we'll be back in about an hour and a half for my wait, it's 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 2.5 hours. Uh, I'll be back for my evening session at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and then also return back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time as well. So if you'd like to join me then, I'd be happy to see you. Until then, remember every second of every day of your life, you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you guys again, much love to you. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.